Now, in the past 3 months, the world has experienced something very unusual, the outbreak of the coronavirus. Now, as of February 28th, that is on Friday, the reported cases stands at about 83,000, and we have about 2,800 confirmed deaths. Now, this makes the whole coronavirus outbreak very scary. But if you are in Ghana and you probably have been feeling very safe because you think that it's very far away, you may have to reconsider that, because just next door, Nigeria has reported the first case of coronavirus. And so right here in Ghana, what are we doing about a possible outbreak of coronavirus? Today on the Citi Newsroom, we are here on the streets of Accra to find out from Ghanaians their knowledge about coronavirus and how prepared they are to deal with the situation should there be an outbreak. This is the Citi Newsroom on Citi TV. My name is Freme Dunyame. Welcome to Citi Newsroom. Mohammed, what's the coronavirus?
Coronavirus, like time now because school. Your teacher why lecture why lecture about coronavirus way.
When was this?
I did say coronavirus pefi utaya unfia ana udem ana se ufie ebetima ba sa virus na ebetima ba na tam so eduana obedinu say every time is hot say time bia is hot, your everything, your spoon, even like when you go outside and when you buy the food, and to make sure that the spoon is in the water, hot water, before you pick it, because that thing I don't know empe adia air cold. Intimenta di ejuane cold. Yeah.
Now, ubenya coronavirus now. What are the preventive measures? And I know, okay, what are preventive measures? No, but obenya coronavirus, what are the symptoms? Signs by now, who say when you coronavirus?
I mean, say coronavirus, no, unya. The first thing, ebema ufe. The second thing, ubeko toilet. Ebema urani. Na ufe so. Na unsa adiana. Ese uran to hospital. No mun check you.
Right, so we've been talking to people about the coronavirus. Let me find out from this auntie. Mpacha, what's the coronavirus?
Coronavirus, you know. Nyamiti ase wo Ghana ha. Ghana mai gama shikpon nyumoye. E wana kahela enye babi eneda. E ka wo hiafo e wo ifa e bi e wo kana kahela ba. Wo beshika no wo ka ba cha na kahela. E wo nyumohani na kahela ba manemi. One more yare ne ba omukrom no wo mo wi akpotoro dodo entina ahonhonbone fo no wo ma tu sa yare ne ma wo mo ba Ghana asase na Nyankopon asase enti sa yare ne dia emba hada me na me ka kiro me nyanya me kwato me bia ba me ginya me de se sa coronia debe no omba ha.
Right, so let me find out from these women what they also make of the coronavirus. Auntie Ajubi, but what yare bi aba say friend corona
matipa na yale ndi ehu. Na me say that say o mani ebi sigana na ebi sigana adia. Enyafo ye ni sigana ye do so pa. E say be hadwen. Edi ye say that say o ma bi ebi ma, o ma bi ma ase.
Na yare no o si eyehu, e de na ma na yehu.
Na yale eye wa na wuwe de yale papa say ehu.
Na unim ebia yare no se bowa e better na wahu se wanya yare ni bi
mati se bowa na ama huni mu frinso ni ade entina hospital doctor so beti me prove se wanya bi me mom de menya hu bi da
because e bi ma Ghana na what sense e kwan kwa befa so a obeya onema unya yare ni bi
se si e de na meye me so sakre anu ma metna mi ni di minim kwanya mefa so me ya ebi ma enti Ghana benefon dey say close border otutu border me say dey obi free outside and fire le ni bi mele.
All right, Mayor, yeah, that's it.
It's me that one.
All right. Now, it appears that the announcement of the coronavirus in Nigeria has indeed heightened the fears of the disease, especially for those of us here in Ghana, because now we feel it's quite close to us. But talking about Nigeria, what is the situation there like? Well, let's find out from a colleague journalist in Nigeria to paint a picture of how the whole country is receiving the news of the coronavirus.
The situation in the country has been relatively calm. The government has tried as much as possible to make more information available to the public, so there's no panic within the country. The man in question is said to have returned from Italy and traveled to neighboring state to Lagos State, and he had a meeting with some members of staff of a particular cement company, Lafarge Africa. This evening, the company said it had initiated a medical protocol, to make sure that everyone who came in contact with the person of interest is currently being examined. The government says it has the right equipment, the manpower, and is actually prepared for this kind of outbreak. Of course, the situation in 2014, where we had the Ebola viruses, has prepared the nation in some sense for this kind of outbreak. So for now in Nigeria, things are relatively going on fine. Of course, as you would expect, hand sanitizers, face masks, and all the protective items have actually increased in price, and for many, supermarkets have gone out of stock. So aside that, nothing out of the ordinary is happening right now. The government is keeping people calm, the health agencies are working, and okay, opposition politicians and even some senators within the ruling party have been calling on the government to suspend flights from countries affected by coronavirus. It's not likely that would happen, but the calls are getting louder and louder by every hour.
It appears that a lot more needs to be done to let people really know or sensitize them on the coronavirus, especially on the symptoms and on the preventive measures as well. But in the meantime, let's look at how other countries have prepared, especially in dealing with coronavirus.
Hundreds of foreign nationals are being evacuated from China's Hubei province due to the coronavirus outbreak. Director General of the World Health Organization has warned that the outbreak is likely to hit every country in the world as the disease is fast spreading outside China. Many countries are using health checks and quarantine to greet those returning home, while others are closing their borders to travelers returning from the affected region. While some countries have cancelled flights from China, others are quarantining persons showing symptoms of the virus. In the UK, for example, the country's Department of Health said Britons returning from Wuhan will be put in quarantine for 14 days, and officials are looking at taking passengers to a military base once they arrive home. Authorities in France have announced that French nationals returning from Wuhan will be quarantined for up to 2 weeks. Some 200 Americans left Hubei on an evacuation flight and were flown to Anchorage in Alaska. Alaska's Department of Health and Social Services said those on board were given multiple medical screenings before leaving China and once on U.S. soil. Australia, which has 24 reported cases, have quarantined about 600 of its citizens. They evacuated and are currently at an offshore facility at Christmas Island, some 1,200 miles from the mainland. In Africa, the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON, has today suspended the Umrah pilgrimage to Saudi Arabia just hours after a case of the deadly coronavirus was confirmed in Lagos. NACON said those who had planned to travel for the Umrah or to visit the Prophet's mosque in Medina in Saudi Arabia should suspend the arrangement until further notice. Kenya has also ordered compulsory 21-day quarantine for travelers from all countries affected by the disease. Flights from China into the country has also been suspended with immediate effect. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has ordered the repatriation of nearly 200 citizens from the central Chinese city of Wuhan, the epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak. outbreak. Even though radical quarantining measures have helped slow the rate of transmission in China of the virus, which can cause pneumonia, it is picking up pace outside China. Some Ghanaian students in the epicenter of the virus are demanding to be brought back home, but the government is yet to make a decision on that. President Akufo-Addo, during his recent State of the Nation address, said government will evacuate these students when the need arises, as they are in constant touch with the Chinese authorities on development.
So for the past 3 months, the world has recorded an incredible number of coronavirus cases, with some 2,800 deaths also recorded. Now, it appears this is quite frightening. But let's take a look at this report and get better details of what the figures are like.
The coronavirus, which was first reported in Wuhan in the Hubei province of the People's Republic of China in December 2019, has claimed over 2,800 lives, with over 83,000 reported cases in some 58 countries. Notable among these countries are Iran, with 388 cases with 34 deaths. South Korea follows with 2,337 cases with 13 deaths. Italy follows with 655 cases with 17 deaths. The US, UK, Germany are reported to have cases of coronavirus, but these countries are yet to confirm the death of any of its citizens. Iranian state media has reported of its vice president for women and family affairs and deputy health minister of all contracting the virus, and they have all placed themselves in isolation to prevent further spread of the disease. In Africa, Algeria, Egypt, and the latest Nigeria have all confirmed some cases of the virus, even though no deaths have been recorded. A statement from South Africa's health minister said 2 South African nationals working aboard a cruise ship quarantined at sea have contracted coronavirus. It quoted Chinese Japanese as saying that 2 patients were not outwardly displaying symptoms of the virus but were being treated in Japan. The vessel had at least 3,700 people on board. 10 other South African crew members are still on board the Diamond Princess cruise ship and won't be allowed to disembark until they pass a 2-week quarantine period and test negative for the virus.
Right, so I have another person here. I'm going to find out from him what he makes of the whole coronavirus. Hello, welcome to Citi Newsroom.
Thank you.
What's your name?
I'm Evans Wilson.
Come again?
Evans Wilson.
All right, Evans, tell me about coronavirus.
So far, what I've heard, it's a deadly disease that is very contagious. It can take, and that's taken a lot of lives from people.
What are the symptoms?
Fever, I think cold, and some other things.
Now, how close do you think coronavirus is to Ghana?
This morning I got an update from my status that it's in Nigeria now. So very soon I'm sure it's going to come here. But
are you scared?
Well, not really. If you're able to do if you're able to do the right things, like washing your hands and the rest, you'll be okay, I think.
You're still watching the Citi Newsroom on Citi TV. I have a gentleman here with me. Welcome to Citi Newsroom.
Thank you very much.
What's your name?
I'm Richmond.
Richmond.
Chagli.
All right, Richmond, what do you know about coronavirus?
Yeah, coronavirus, it's a disease, a circulating disease that is arrived in China, and then now it's circulating to different countries in the world, and then now it's in Africa, which is Egypt and then Nigeria. So we are praying that it wouldn't get to Ghana, as we are hoping that it wouldn't get here.
Now, I want to know if you have an idea, of how the sickness looks like. I mean, if somebody has it, have you read anything about it? What the symptoms of the disease is?
No, I haven't read anything about it yet. But what I know is it comes with fluid. I think, how should I call it?
Like cold, flu?
Like cold. So when one is breathing, it circulates to different people.
Now, do you have any idea how you can protect yourself from this?
What I heard is you just stay away from people. Yeah, so you just be indoors anytime, any soon. Yeah.
All right, Richmond, thank you very much. Right, so this is Richmond now. It looks like he doesn't know too much about the disease. He knows that there's some kind of a disease outbreak there, but he's not too sure what the symptoms are or what the preventive measures are. We'll keep talking to people and find out if indeed the education that we've done on coronavirus has really gone down well with people. Right, let me talk to my friend here. Welcome to Citi Newsroom.
Thank you.
What's your name?
I'm Karen Lily Ofus.
Okay, so tell me about coronavirus. Have you heard about it?
I've heard about it.
What did you hear?
I learned it has killed about 1,000, like lots of people in China. And the recent news I heard was it has killed about 19 people in Nigeria. Yes, I saw it on someone's status.
Okay, no, that's not true. But what are the preventive measures? Okay, if you don't want to get coronavirus, what do you have to be doing? Do you know?
Just to practice personal hygiene.
That's it? But when you look at the way our health system is, do you think that if coronavirus comes to Ghana, we can handle it?
No.
Why?
We are too dirty.
We are too dirty?
Yes. The truth is like, Ghana, we are not clean. Yes, we are not clean. So
because of that, we can't handle coronavirus? Yes. All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So we're still on the coronavirus. Now, traders of surgical equipment say they are running out of stock of preventive kits due to the increase in demand.
It's been demanding, as in we can't even supply them because now they are exporting it. The Chinese people, like whenever they come around, they come and buy from us. The ones we have imported from them, they rather come for it. They are now exporting it. So what are we also going to use here in case there's an outbreak here in Ghana here? I don't think we'll be able to.
Demand for nose mask ever since people heard about it has been on a high. Most of the people in the banks buy it, and I receive a lot of courses, especially just yesterday and today, regarding the nose mask. So to some extent, to a large extent, it's been, I don't want to say it's good, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah.
Now, amidst fears of Ghanaians regarding the coronavirus, the government has also been speaking, assuring Ghanaians of its readiness to handle coronavirus should it come to Ghana.
We wish to take the opportunity to reassure Ghanaians that we will continue to intensify our preparedness activities and heighten surveillance at all points of entry to ensure that all citizens are safe and secured. Meanwhile, we entreat the general public to stick to the following precautionary measures. Regularly wash hands with soap under running water, or if possible, use hand sanitizers regularly. Practice common cough or sneezing etiquette, such as covering of mouth with handkerchief or tissue paper when coughing or sneezing. If you have recently arrived from any of the countries that have reported a case, we advise that you stay away from crowds and self-quarantine yourself for at least 14 days. We will also entreat citizens to temporarily avoid non-essential visits to affected countries. We encourage the media to devote some of their airtime to educating the general public on the preventive measures they may need to adopt to avoid infection and the spread of the disease. We will continue to monitor the situation globally and update the general public accordingly.